Katie, bar the door. We're going to be doing a video knife review that's been in the Wingman stable now for about 8 months. We've done some extensive testing on this out in the field, and I thought I would just showcase it with you, showcase my point of view on the knife. It's the Esee Izula. Okay, let's get into the review of this knife. First and foremost, let's talk about the philosophy of use. You know, when I was first in the market for a neck knife, I thought long and hard, what the heck would I use it for? You know, then I thought about the activities that I do primarily. Yeah, I do backpacking. I do a lot of day hikes. I go geocaching. I do activities, you know, like that where, you know, you're wearing a backpack. You don't want to wear a knife that's dangling from your belt because you're wearing a hip belt. You know, so anything like that's going to be just cutting into your side, just, you know, hurting your kidneys all day long. So I came across the Izula, and I said, you know what, I'll give it a try. I've had it for about 8 months. You know, I brought it on the camp out where I did the survival camp out with the scouts. There's a little link in the corner. And you know, the uses that I was thinking we'd use this knife for primarily, like when I'm backpacking, is food prep. You know, we used it on that survival camp out to gut and skin rabbits with. You know, I peeled potatoes. We made figure 4 traps with it. You know, I wouldn't be batoning with it. You know, that's not what the knife's made for. But, you know, spreading peanut butter, you know, things like that, making sandwiches, you know, doing little campcraft projects, cutting tape, cutting paracord. It's awesome. You know, the weight and feel and the balance of the knife weighs in at 2 ounces, you know, without the sheath. It feels really well in my hand. You know, your index finger fits right in that choil really well, and your middle finger and your ring finger and pinky just profiles right around it where you can really get a good grip on the knife. You know, my only one gripe in regards to the feel is the jimping on the back of the knife. Now, I don't know if it's because of the textured powder coating that Esee puts on there, and they do an awesome job of that textured powder coat. And you know, I've had my let me show you real quick, my RC4 for a long time, and I batoned with it and did a lot of campcraft. I mean, so the textured powder coating, you know, will hold up on the knife. But like anything, you know, it's made out of 1095 carbon steel. So, you know, you got to treat it with respect. You know, the knife's going to hold an edge. But I'm talking about in humid and wet climates, you know, you have to oil the knife. You have to clean it. Now, the length of the knife, you know, for this neck knife is 6 1/4 inches long. It's 1 inch thick in the middle of the blade, and the blade thickness is 1/8 inch. Now, if you go on eBay or a lot of the aftermarket sites, you can buy scales for this. You know, just as you can buy custom sheaths. And a lot of guys are paracord wrapping their blade, and I'm not going to get into the argument of to paracord wrap it or not. You know, I just know when I'm out backpacking, you know, and I'm doing food prep, you know, I just don't want paracord to get contaminated, and then all of a sudden you're going to do food prep with it, and you're going to get sick. You know, it's not something that I look forward to, especially when you're out in the woods, you know, many miles away from the trailhead. Let's talk about the sheath. The sheath is made out of this injected molded plastic. Now, a lot of people, guys are going, you know, plastic? Why is it made out of plastic? Well, for one, I think Esee did it maybe as a cost factor to keep the cost down. You know, you can find the knife anywhere on the internet, eBay, or a lot of the knife outlet stores, anywhere between $45 and say $60. But I've used this knife for about 8 months, and I must say, that there's no play in there at all. So I could see, you know, you using this sheath for a long time and it just not wearing out. Now the knife and the sheath also comes with a belt clip, which, you know, if you're not doing backpacking where you're wearing a hip belt, you know, you might want to wear it on your belt as an option. And you can wear it either on the front or back side if you're left or right handed. So that's an option for you. On a safety note, what I would suggest is, and I've seen guys do this, you know, they get these knives and they take the toggles off, and that toggle's on there for a safety reason. You know, say you slip and fall and this knife gets hooked on something, you know, a tree limb or whatever. You know, you don't want to hurt yourself, possibly strangle yourself, break your neck because you tied a square knot in here and now all of a sudden you're weighed down with a backpack and you slipped and you can't get up. So my advice is to go out and get a 50-cent toggle and put it on there. And I mean, I've worn this knife. The good thing about it, it's adjustable. You want to pull it up, wear it higher, you can slide it up. You want to wear it lower, you got a shirt where you don't want people to see it, slide it down. You can wear it inside your shirt, wear it inside your vest. You know, so that 50-cent toggle, you know, it may save your life if you do a slip and fall and this thing gets hooked on something. Or say somebody grabs you and they grab that lanyard by mistake, you know. You don't want to get choked out because you tied a knot in the end of your 550 paracord. So that's just Wingman's little safety note for today. Okay, just a quick few bullet points that I missed. You know, this textured powder coating comes in a variety of colors from Esee. Comes in black, OD green such as this, desert tan like the RC4 that I just showed you, and tactical pink for the ladies. Now I believe, you know, in this price range between $45 and $60, that this would make a great addition to your kit, you know, whether you want to do it as an everyday carry, if you're a backpacker, hiker, a fisherman, a hunter. I think that this knife, being a fixed blade, being that it's 1095 carbon steel, that it holds an edge really well, would be a great addition to any kit out there. Once again, this is Wingman. I thank you for watching. You folks have a great day.